Hey, removing 2012 Subaru Impreza, the spark plugs. First I took the battery out. That was pretty simple, you know, make sure you take the ground first and then the power. And then we have our view right here of the two spark plugs. Looks pretty easy. Here's an 8mm. Make sure you have a low profile wrench, because I bet you that's going to help out. And then we'll see about getting that out. So first things first, make sure the engine's cool. And then put the 8mm and go ahead and start removing that. But it looks pretty easy to get to. Alright, first things first. It's a 14mm, not a 5/8 like normally. So I have a 14mm, but I also have this breaker in lieu of a breaker bar. I have this, and make sure you use this or otherwise it's tight and you could hurt yourself like I've seen before on other YouTube videos. But anyway, that gives you enough torque to get it loose, and then it's going to start coming out. Alright, took the first one out, and here's the second one. And this time I took the 8mm and removed it, but also the little plastic that goes here, you just push down on that. Let's see if we can see it. That little button on top of there, you just press it down from the back side. Can you see it? Anyway, let me see if I can get closer. Alright, see, there it is. And then you just press the back side. That lifts this little hook up, and then the little hook is on here. And so when you press it on the back, it'll release, and then it's a little bit easier to get to. But it looks like everything's going to come out nice and easy. Remember, I used two different ones, the low profile and then just the regular one. Just because, and some extensions, different sizes, but that makes the work a lot easier. But looks like they're both coming out. Alright, okay, so here's some necessary things. You're going to have a 14mm deep socket, one to change the spark plug, and then an extension. And it's got to be the right size, because just a regular 3/8, actually this will work. I was like using my low profile one, but this will work. But you got to have the right combination, because it is a tight fit down there. But pretty simple. The only other things you might need are I use this one, but that's too much. Just so you don't hurt yourself, something to extend the torque, and then that way you could just pull it out. All right, so they came out pretty easy. I'm getting some NGK Subaru. Picked them up at the dealer. They're a little bit more pricey, but you only do this every couple years. The other two things is you need some dielectric grease to put on the coil packs, the tube, and some anti-seize, okay, because you don't want to put it in there and not be able to take it out. So next we should torque them down. I'm going to find out the torque. I think I know what it is, but I'll find out the exact torque. So I put a little dielectric grease on there, and then it's ready to go. No, I'm sorry, anti-seize. And then what I'll do is I'll put the dielectric grease, I'll put that on the actual coil pack, the tube. And then, but time to go in. So repeat the steps, 14mm, and hand tighten. And then I'm looking on the internet, and I think it's about 14.9 foot-pounds. So set the torque wrench to about 15, and I'll double check that before I put that in there. Okay, those are back in. Now we're gonna get started on this side. Should be easier. Looks like there's more room, but we gotta take more things off. So first things first, you gotta take these off. So you put something underneath there while you twist, and it should come right out. But of course I need two hands. So anyway, take this off. This should slide right out. Then we'll see about taking this off to give us more room, and that should be it. And after that we should have clear access. So here we go. Alright, I got someone to actually hold the camera while I do this so you can get a good view. You put that one underneath, one on top, so you don't, these are, you know, they're not important, but they are important. And then you twist until they come out, and after that you get inside, and then they just come right out. So pretty easy. Okay, next we're going to go ahead and take the air filter container off. There's a 10 millimeter there, and I believe there's another 10 millimeter right there. So take those two off and then unhook that, and then we should have enough room. So, all right, once you remove that, you got a lot of room to work in here. I already started removing the white one. I already removed this one, but basically you don't even have to unhook it. Just move it out of the way, and of course I moved it out of the way, and now I can't get to it. There you go. So that was the first one. So just moved it back there. The white one goes here, and let's pull that out. That's it. Now you got access to both of them, and you got a lot more room on this side. The only other thing was I have to remove this by pressing these two with a screwdriver, and then just pulled it out. But anyway, you got room to get to it. So this is pretty easy. Nothing to it. All right. So remember, it's in, and now it's time to remove it. So let me make sure. Okay, lefty loosey, righty tighty. All right. So I need to break it, and this is where I've seen people get hurt. Something as simple as this gives you enough leverage to just begin breaking it, and after that you can do it by your hand. So but this is where I've seen people get hurt. I'm not sure if they hit this side or something. I'm not really sure what they're hitting. All right, same thing with the other one. All right, so got him in there. All right, well, they went in just fine. And here's the dielectric grease. Just takes a little bit in there. Just I'll pump it real quick, and there it is. That's all you need, just a little bit. And then that'll go in. And usually I put the other one first, but just to show you, you got to make sure that it goes in there, and then just nice and tight. And then it's gonna. So I'll put the other one in. I got to fish it out, put some dielectric grease, but that's really it. There's nothing special to this. Usually I put a YouTube video out because something's very hard to get to, and there's tricks to the trade and all kinds of craziness. These are pretty straightforward, not like my I have another Subaru Legacy. On that one I have to lift the engine up, so I have to take the motor mounts out, take the dog bone out, do all kinds of crazy stuff just to get to those. But this is pretty straightforward. So so on a scale of 1 to 10, this is like a 5. So if you're thinking about changing your own spark plugs like a good Subaru owner, I would definitely do it. But at this point, I don't think I need to continue the video because it's there. I did not run into anything crazy. Everything's simple and very accessible. So that's it for this video. So if you have any questions, go ahead and leave it on there, comments, and please subscribe. And I'll try to answer everybody.